$3 higher than the prior week's weighted average basis. Asking prices for what's left on show list are around $177 live in the South and $278 dressed in the North. Box beef was higher at midday on solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up $1.87 at $300.55. Select is $1.29 higher at $289.14. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota, feeder steer 600 to 1,000 pounds were $8 to $10 higher, with instances of $15 higher. Heifer 600 to 700 pounds were $11 to $12 higher. Heifer 750 to 900 pounds or $2 to $5 higher. The USDA says demand was very good. Medium and large one feeder steer 652 to 696 pounds brought $263 to $283. Feeder steers 800 to 848 pounds brought $226 to $248.75. Medium and large one feeder heifer 652 to 698 pounds brought $221 to $249.50. Catch hog prices were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. There were very light negotiated purchases. The cash hog market found some strength this week as processors bid up to move needed numbers. Demand for U.S. pork remains relatively strong on the global market, but long-term demand strength concerns do linger. Other factors that can be limiting any upside: ample supplies of market-ready hogs and those heavier weights for hogs. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets were steady at midday at $39. At Illinois, slaughter-style prices were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $23 to $35. Barrels and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $24 to $34. And pork values were higher at midday, up $2.84 at $91.75. Hams were sharply higher. Butts, loins, picnics, and bellies were also higher. Ribs were weak. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014. Hope you were thirsty. You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
They run errands and equipment. They bring parts and dinner. They drive the combine and the kids to school. They feed livestock. They fix skinned knees, broken fences. They do the books and lead the 4-H group. They simply make everything better. John Deere celebrates the strength and resilience of the women that make farms run. They make all the difference.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. George Roland Ponzer of Rolla passed away Friday, January 19th at the age of 95 years. Funeral services for George Ponzer will be at the Rolla Chapel of James Guard Mortuary today at 1 o'clock. Visitation for family and friends started at the chapel this morning at 11 and will continue until service time at 1. Entry will be at the Lake Spring Cemetery. Memorials are suggested at the Lake Spring Cemetery. Cards will be available, and all arrangements for George Roland Ponzer of Rolla are under the direction of the James Guard Mortuary of Rolla. Leonard Oliver Lenny Southard of St. James passed away Thursday, January 18th at the age of 76 years. Funeral services for Lenny Southard will be today at 1 o'clock at the St. James Chapel of James Guard Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends started this morning at 11 and will continue until service time. And all arrangements for Leonard Oliver Lenny Southard of St. James are under the direction of the James Guard Mortuary of St. James. Rosabelle Elizabeth Toon of Rolla passed away Wednesday, January 24th at the age of 94 years. Funeral services will be Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Rolla Chapel of James Guard Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will be tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. and Saturday from noon until service time at 2 o'clock at the Rolla Chapel of James Agar Mortuary. And it will be at the North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for Rosabelle Elizabeth Toon of Rolla are under the direction of the James Agar Mortuary of Rolla. Johnny Dwayne Stroder, age 63 of Boss, passed away Wednesday, January 17th. A celebration of life for Johnny Dwayne Stroder will be Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Tudor Hall in Boss. And it will be in the Boss Cemetery. And all arrangements for Johnny Dwayne Stroder of Boss are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Neva Angel Hayes, age 15 of Salem, passed away Monday, January 22nd. Funeral services for Neva Hayes will be Monday at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will be Sunday afternoon, evening from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Wilson Chapel. Burial will be at a private cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to help with final expenses. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Neva Angel Hayes of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Dorothy Ann Bray of Rolla passed away Wednesday, January 24th at the age of 97 years. Funeral services for Dorothy Bray will be Monday at 1 p.m. at the Rolla Chapel of James Agar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will be held prior to the service on Monday from 11 a.m. until service time at 1 o'clock. And it will be at the Pilot Knob Cemetery, Rolla. And all arrangements for Dorothy Ann Bray of Rolla are under the direction of the James Agar Mortuary of Rolla. Arthur Willie Simmons of Rolla passed away Wednesday, January 24th at the age of 73 years. Funeral service for Willie Simmons will be Tuesday, January 30th at 1 o'clock at the Rolla Chapel of James Agar Mortuary. Visitation will be held at the chapel prior to the service from 11 a.m. until service time at 1. Enter will be at the Rolla City Cemetery. And all arrangements for Arthur Willie Simmons of Rolla are under the direction of the James Agar Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU's Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Board of Aldermen held their regular meeting at the Salem Community Center at the Armory Thursday night. The board heard a presentation from Liz Convery with the Salem Area Community Betterment Association on the upcoming visit of the Missouri Humanities Council Crossroads Change in Rural America exhibit that will be at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center for 6 weeks beginning on March 23rd. Public Works Director Mark Nash received board approval to purchase 8 gateway modules for the AMI system from NextGrid Technology Solutions at a cost of $8,266. The board then approved the sale of surplus equipment and vehicles to be listed on the Purple Wave online auction service. City Administrator Sally Burbidge presented the Utility Committee's recommendation to add a water bill protection program through the ServLine Bill Protection Program. The program is for water bill coverage with a maximum of $2,500 at a cost of $2.35 per month. This is not to fix the water leak, just to protect the customer against a high bill when a leak goes undetected. This will be an opt-out program, so customers must inform the city if they don't want to participate. This program was approved by the board. Resolution number 1-2024 regarding approval of a new utility collections agency was tabled under the advice of Attorney Weber. The board approved an airport fuel bid from Nagler Transport at a cost of $10,397.50. The board also approved the Park and Recreation Board's recommendation to purchase a 2022 Ford F-250 at a cost of $42,689 with a budget adjustment of $7,689. Resolution number 2-2024 authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement between the City of Salem and MRPC to provide technical assistance for the CDBG environmental review for $5,500, and that was approved. The board approved allowing the mayor to sign the financial assistance agreement and the general terms and conditions document for the lead service line inventory project to receive the full grant awarded from the state ARPA funds. The board then approved the Utility Committee's recommendation for the adoption of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act policy as part of the Salem Municipal Utilities policy for all new customer accounts to receive messaging and phone calls from the city. City Financial Director Stacy Houston gave a financial update. January tax revenues are down 2% from last year. $1.1 million has been received in general funds, and the city has begun collecting the additional 1% sales tax and has received $243,000 to date. Houston reported that the total of all city funds is $8.4 million as of December 2023. She noted that Phase 2A of the wastewater improvement project, which is an ARPA funded, and Phase 2B, which is bond funded, are in the architecture design phase, and she has received billing for Phase 2, which could mean the city will have to seek short-term funding in the amount of $400,000. Parks and Recreation Director Melissa Du Bois reported that Youth Basketball League is progressing with a record number of participants. Skills and drills will be held on February 5th, 6th, and 8th. Soccer registration will be held January 25th to February 13th. She is working on getting the projector for the Civic Theater and getting the rights to legally show movies. The tennis courts at the city park will need to be addressed with either resurfacing or a total rebuild in the near future. Alderman Williams also noted that the skate park needs repair as well. The board approved the mayor's appointment to the Community Involvement Committee, which include Roma Jones, Christy Bermudez, Elena Sellers, Sierra Connell, Carlos Lopez, and Patty and Gary McEwen. The board approved the Library Board's request to add Sally Gronowski to the Salem Library Board to replace Rhonda Thompson. The board heard the first reading of Bill number 3581 to amend the duties of the Utility Committee, eliminating the reference to the Street Department, and the first reading of Bill number 3582 that would change the utility deposits from a fixed cost to one that would be 1/12 of the previous year's utilities at that address. They also heard the first reading of Bill number 3583, changing the terminology of the definitions and duties of the building inspector. Bill number 3584 that would also change terminology and responsibilities for violations written by the building inspector. And Bill number 3587, amending the annual budget for the city beginning July 1, 2023. The total revenue is amended at $889,076 and expenses at $622,720 for a total change of $41,090. The board approved Resolution number 3-2024, a change order as part of the Welcome Home program for a home located at 503 East Roller Road at a deduction of $2,500. Burbidge reported that there were 2 water leaks at the Civic Center with extensive damage to the council chambers. Insurance claims have been made and city staff had done the cleanup. The water has been turned off at the building and a plumber will be asked to assess what changes need to be made. The sewer department recently had a DNR inspection on the collection system with no violations being found, and a notice of compliance will be issued. After reports from the aldermen and the city officials, the board went into closed session. The Denton County Commission met Thursday morning at the courthouse. Denton County Treasurer Danita Williams was in to share information about the cart receipts for January. She said the county received $78,575.56, which was up $1,720.13 from the January 2023 receipt of $76,855.43. Dolores Gray Wood was in to request the installation of a Trail of Tears sign at Denton County Road 5380, where it intersects with Route B. The sign will be provided by the National Park Service. The location is in District 1, so Commissioner Wes Mowbray indicated his men would install it. In the road report, Mowbray said his men were working on redesigning the salt spreader shed that has gotten in bad shape. He indicated they have looked at the MoDOT facility and are working on drawings. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said his crew was cutting firewood out of ditches to burn at the maintenance shed. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said he received an email from Ron Copeland indicating he had met with MoDOT, and Copeland was told they are in the process of acquiring additional right-of-way for the replacement of the Standing Rock Bridge on Highway 19. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley said the last day to register to vote in the April election is March 6th. Kevin Kreider, the Extension Cooperative Feral Hog Outreach Educator, was in with his update for 2023. He said that 7,780 feral hogs were taken off the landscape by elimination specialists compared to 6,289 in 2022. Kreider said that of that total, 257 were eliminated in Denton County. Kreider said that the program has provided haybuster no-till drills that are managed by soil and water conservation districts and are available free of charge to renovate fields where feral hog damage has occurred. Corky Stack with AEA Design Engineering was in to present 3 change orders on the courthouse work totaling $85,542.21. After a very lengthy discussion and numerous questions, the Commission approved the change by a vote of 2 to 1. Commissioner Larson voted no on approval, stating he was not opposed to paying the additional amount but felt the Commission should have been kept up to date on the additional materials and cost during the renovation. Larson also had questions about when the lights on the outside of the courthouse are to be completed and what the labor warranty is. Another issue Stack brought before the Commission was the electrical upgrade, which will also require a change order. Stack said there are 3 options for the upgrade. He is to be back to the Commission meeting on February 1st and will have the electrical engineer with him to fully address the issue and options. The next meeting of the Commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the Denton County Courthouse, and the meeting is open to the public. Denton County Prosecuting Attorney Andrew Curley forwarded the results of the appeal by Randall Abney in the case of the State of Missouri versus Randall Lee Abney from the Missouri Court of Appeals Southern District. After the case was reviewed, the jury's verdict of guilty of the neglect of a child and murder in the second degree for Abney was affirmed, as there was no evidence supporting the 4 points the defendant said the trial court erred in by admitting hearsay and evidence of bad acts. The judgment was affirmed by Appellate Judge Becky J. W. Borthwick, who wrote the opinion, with Judges Don E. Burrell and Jennifer R. Grocock concurring. Curley said typically a motion for a post-conviction relief is filed by the defendant after the appellate ruling. The defendant may seek a transfer to the Missouri Supreme Court for consideration. The post-conviction relief usually takes place in the sentencing court. Abney was sentenced by the trial court to serve 2 life sentences. Well, that has been a look at local news. News brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. If you'd like more information about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Denton County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
The Missouri Veterans Home is a long-term skilled care facility that is now accepting admissions. The care is top-notch because our veterans deserve it.
Everybody is friendly. They treat you with respect. Like I say, I am so grateful that I got to be a resident here. It's just wonderful being here.
For more information about admissions at Missouri's veterans' homes, visit mvc.dps.mo.gov. A message from the Missouri Veterans Commission.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back on the fields in Jupiter, Florida for Spring Training 2024. It will be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered, and we'll be with you from the first pitch until the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports that's being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Sullivan Lady Eagles went on a 17-4 run in the second quarter, led by 2 3-pointers from Carly Head as they went on to beat Salem Lady Tigers Thursday 51-39. Faith Kaminsky scored 20 points and finished with 10 rebounds, while Addison Fulton netted 10 points. The Lady Tigers are 4-15 and will be home to face the Thayer Lady Bobcats Monday at the SHS Gym, starting with the JV game at 6 o'clock, followed by the varsity game. The varsity game will be on KSMO Media. The Salem Boys Basketball Tigers beat Houston Thursday 61-38 to go to 10-8 on the year and 1-0 in the SCA Conference. Trey Richter had 17 points to lead the Tigers, followed by Landon Richter, who had 11 points. The JV also won 74-41 with Braden Radford leading the way with 24 points. The Tigers will be at Waynesville tonight, starting at 6 with the JV contest and the varsity match to follow. The game can be heard on KSMO Radio. The St. Louis Blues go for their 4th straight win as they wrap up their 3-game road trip in Seattle tonight at 9 o'clock on KSMO. The game will be joined in progress after Salem basketball. The Blues will also play Los Angeles Sunday afternoon at 12:30 on KSMO. The Missouri Tigers will be at South Carolina Saturday to face the Gamecocks at 11:30. The Tigers are 8-11 on the year and are still winless in the SEC Conference with an 0-6 record. You can hear the game on KSMO Radio. The Kansas City Chiefs play Baltimore Sunday at 2 o'clock in the AFCA Championship game. And that, folks, has been a look at locals, sports, and regional sports, and it was all brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with football with the Kansas City Chiefs getting set for the AFC Championship game in Baltimore on Sunday. Through an up-and-down season with some struggles on offense, even showing some frustration out of quarterback Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs are in the AFC title game for a 6th straight year. Head coach Andy Reid.
The frustration is more off of feeling urgency and winning games. I mean, that's what he's all about. And so I'm not sure there was a frustration other than, hey, let's go. This is what we're playing at the highest level in the world, and if you're going to be as good as we think we're going to be, then the error margin is like this big. So you've got to tighten it down.
The Chiefs look to go back to the Super Bowl on Sunday as they take on the Baltimore Ravens. Kickoff set for 2 o'clock. On to men's college basketball, where the Missouri Tigers will try to snap a 6-game losing skid as they go on the road to South Carolina tomorrow. The Gamecocks come in after upsetting 6th-ranked Kentucky on Tuesday. Tip-off tomorrow set for 12 noon. On to hockey, where the St. Louis Blues back in action tonight on the road in Seattle to take on the Kraken. The Blues looking to extend a 3-game winning streak. Puck drops tonight at 9 o'clock. And finally, could legal sports betting be coming to Missouri? A bill has been reintroduced in the Missouri legislature by Representative Dan Houks, who says there's research that shows support for the measure.
Particularly this time of year, like with the NFL and the playoffs, you'll see the geolocating companies noticing just thousands of accounts and activity across, and they try to do it in the state, but then it gets blocked. And then what it does is it drives the participants to the illegal marketplace, which is untaxed and unregulated, which is also exploding in Missouri.
I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
Interested in a career in utilities?
I love this job just because I get to see the change we make.
A career where you make a difference while still having an excellent work-life balance, a strong starting salary, and job security? Well, let's get started. Visit mpua.org to learn about our 3-week utility boot camp. You don't need any previous experience, and the boot camp is free if you qualify. Deadline to apply is February 16th, so visit mpua.org/workforce today.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Office.
God, I'm so stressed. It's a brand new year and our business is busier than ever.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Portable generators are a reliable backup power source, but they can be deadly if not used properly. To avoid carbon monoxide hazards, only operate generators outside, away from doors and windows, and install a carbon monoxide detector as a precaution. Before using a generator, be sure to educate yourself and others to ensure safety. Keep safety first, always. We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Need to schedule an appointment for an X-ray, MRI, CT, nuclear medicine, or an ultrasound? Call SMDH Centralized Scheduling at 573-453-5952. SMDH will schedule your tests while working around your personal schedule, help you pre-register for service, and help you navigate insurance requirements before your appointment. Schedule your radiology appointment today with Salem Memorial District Hospital by calling Centralized Scheduling 453-5952. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with two hands, and flushed it on the way down. C. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The Bragging Rights Trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerber.
And I'm Joey Vitale.
We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
The Missouri Veterans Home is a long-term skilled care facility that is now accepting admissions. The care is top-notch because our veterans deserve it.
Everybody is friendly. They treat you with respect. Like I say, I am so grateful that I got to be a resident here. It's just wonderful being here.
For more information about admissions at Missouri's veterans' homes, visit mvc.dps.mo.gov. A message from the Missouri Veterans Commission.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Missouri Net News, I'm Cameron Connor. Warrensburg State Representative Dan Houks is not giving up. He is again sponsoring a bill to legalize sports betting. The measure has repeatedly been blocked in the Senate by fellow Republican Denny Hoskins. Houks tells a committee that the revenue from the measure could bring in about $35 million to education from the proposed 10% tax rate.
With revenues declining would be a big help right now. It allows the sports teams, mobile operators, and the casinos to have skins, and those skins can be sold to whichever groups they want to. The fees range between $100,000 and $350,000.
Testifying against the bill was Bob Pretty, who called it an irresponsible fiscal policy for proposing a tax far below that of what casinos in Missouri currently tax for gaming. Houks said that if he cannot pass the bill this year, he will support a ballot measure that seeks to legalize it. Find more news at MissouriNet.com. This is Missouri Net News.
The Missouri